Actress Christina Ricci is speaking out as to why it's a crime that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis wrote this character letter for now convicted Danny Masterson.
I hope that my testament to his character is taken into consideration in sentencing. I do not believe he is an ongoing harm to society.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
You know, it was just straightforward and clear. I don't worry about things like making everyone my friend.
In this video, you will see Christina Ricci clown Ashton Kutcher for fake audience scandal. In the midst of the storm are Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, a beloved couple who find themselves embroiled in a controversy that has left many of their fans disappointed and heartbroken. But this is not just their story. It is a story that brings to light the harsh realities that many survivors face. A story that demands accountability and justice. We will hear voices that refuse to be silenced, voices that demand justice, and voices that echo the pain and the courage of the survivors. Keep watching until the end of the video to see Christina Ricci clown Ashton Kutcher for fake audience scandal. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. The shocking verdict and the letters that shocked the world. Danny Masterson, a name that once brought smiles to many faces, has now become synonymous with a deeply disturbing criminal case. The verdict came in 30 years in prison, a sentence that echoed the gravity of his actions. A quote from a news source starkly states, "Danny Masterson sentenced to 30 years in prison." But the verdict was just the beginning. The aftermath brought to light letters of support for Masterson, letters that shook the world as much as the verdict itself. Among the authors were Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, a couple adored by many. Their words, meant to portray Masterson in a favorable light, instead ignited a firestorm of backlash.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
As the world reeled from the revelations, social media became a battleground of opinions and emotions. The public's reaction was swift and unforgiving, with many expressing deep disappointment and anger. A social media user voiced the sentiment of many, stating, "The whole letter felt like Ashton was just trying to hype him up with zero remorse for the affected women." But it wasn't just the public that was outraged. The survivors, the brave individuals at the center of this storm, shared their raw and unfiltered reactions. Their words cut through the noise, providing a heart-wrenching perspective on the impact of the letters. A survivor expressed her pain candidly, saying, "That video was more than just a little insulting. It cut deep and stung like 1,000 paparazzi flashes." We are left grappling with a whirlpool of emotions, a complex web of loyalty, friendship, and the desperate need for accountability. The letters that were meant to support a friend instead opened up a Pandora's box of pain, anger, and disappointment, leaving the world to watch as the saga unfolds, with bated breath and heavy hearts. The Instagram apology and the survivors' response. In the wake of the shocking revelations surrounding the letters of support, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis found themselves in the eye of a storm of public outrage and disappointment. The couple took to Instagram, a platform where they had often shared moments of joy and love, to offer an apology that echoed with regret and a seemingly desperate attempt to salvage their image. Mila Kunis was quoted saying, "We support victims. We have done this historically through our work, and will continue to do so in the future." But the world was not ready to accept their words at face value. The public scrutinized every word, every gesture, trying to find a trace of sincerity in their apology. The sentiment was largely negative, with a social media user articulating what many felt. It was as if they were more concerned about the publicity surrounding their letters than the actual content of those letters. Ouch, that's gotta sting. The most heart-wrenching responses came from the survivors, the brave individuals who had endured unimaginable pain and trauma. Their voices, raw and unfiltered, resonated with the pain that the apology had reopened. A survivor expressed her deep-seated anguish, stating, "That video was more than just a little insulting. It cut deep and stung like 1,000 paparazzi flashes." This segment of our discussion brings to the forefront the deep chasms that the apology video opened up, not just among the public, but most painfully, among the survivors. It was a moment where the glittering facade of the industry crumbled, revealing the deep-seated issues lurking beneath. A moment that urged the world to stand with the survivors, to listen to their voices, and to understand the depth of their pain. Christina Ricci's bold stand and conclusion. As the controversy continued to unravel, a bold voice emerged from the cacophony of opinions and statements. Christina Ricci, a revered figure in the industry, took a firm stand, shedding light on the darker corners of Hollywood that often remain hidden behind the glitter and glam. She said, "Oh, Ashton, darling, rallying a fake audience to back your so-called child protection firm. I must say, even for Hollywood, this is a new low. It's almost artistic, in a tragic comedy kind of way. Bravo on this groundbreaking performance. It's almost Oscar-worthy."
I love the cast so much, and I love the writers so much.
Ricci's bold stance resonated with many, her words echoing the sentiments of countless individuals who felt betrayed and disillusioned by the actions of those they had once admired. Social media erupted with support for Ricci, with users praising her for speaking the truth without sugarcoating it. One user exclaimed, "Christina Ricci is speaking nothing but the truth." But Ricci's words were more than just a statement. They were a call to action, urging the industry and the public to reflect on the deeper issues at play, to foster a culture of accountability and empathy. The scandal had indeed opened up a much-needed conversation about accountability in Hollywood, with a social media user noting, "This scandal has opened up a much-needed conversation about accountability in Hollywood." As we ponder on the words of a survivor who hoped that this case prompts meaningful discussions and leads to a deeper understanding of the importance of standing with survivors and upholding the principles of justice. We are reminded of the long road ahead, a road towards healing, towards justice, and towards a future where such betrayals are a thing of the past. As we draw to a close on this somber journey through a scandal that has left an indelible mark on Hollywood, we find ourselves grappling with a whirlpool of emotions. The revelations, the pain voiced by the survivors, and the bold stance taken by Christina Ricci leave us with a heavy heart and a burdened conscience. As we end this discussion, we invite you to reflect deeply on the issues brought to light. We encourage you to share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments below. Let us foster a space of empathy and understanding, a space where we can stand with the survivors and echo their call for justice and change. Comment your thought below. Do you think Ashton Kutcher is in the wrong?